a new video based on the lead flows videos that I've done recently, but actually you can get to this elsewhere, as I'm sure you'll be aware. I want to talk about sequences and the power of sequences. So let's go through the new flow just so you can have a look at it again, right? I'm in the prospecting beta. It's available to us under sales and then prospecting. I'm going to navigate to the lead section, and these are the people that I'm working on. You can see this is a demo account, so some of the information is a bit limited. But if I click on the lead that I'm going to work on, I can see the summary of activities sort of pop up here. I can see that it's a new lead. It hasn't progressed through the flow yet. I've got my notes and playbooks and everything else that I would need really to work the account. I can also create a note for myself, send an email, or make a call. Or I can add this customer to a sequence. Now, sequences I think is the most underused tool in HubSpot CRM. It's a fantastic tool. I'm just going to show you really quickly how to use it. In this case, this is the person I want to send the sequence to. So I just hit the Enroll in Sequence button, and it allows me to choose one of the previously built sequences. So if I want to choose this sequence, it'll throw the sequence up. It'll allow me just to review it, and I can see what the sequence looks like. I can check it, and if I need to, I can edit any of the emails to make sure that they're actually relevant. Okay, and then if I'm happy with that, I can start the sequence. Bang, the customer gets enrolled, and away you go. That's the sequence started. It's as quick as that. If I show you it again in real time, I'm working with Eric. I've got my sequence already keyed up. I want to send him a sequence. I'm going to send him that sequence. I'm just going to review it quickly. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Start the sequence. That's it. And what a sequence is a series of activities, a series of outreach activities, right? There could be automatic emails in there. There could be tasks. There could be calls for you to make. There could be LinkedIn outreach in there. Basically, it automatically follows your outreach strategy. Whatever your cold outreach strategy is, it's there in the sequence. So let's have a bit of a closer look. I can build sequences on the fly and create them really quickly for myself or for the team. We do that by hitting automation and going into sequences. And now you can see those are the sequences that I was pulling from just earlier. There are a couple of people enrolled in the demo sequence, as you just saw me do. I'm going to create a new sequence. Now, as it is often the case with HubSpot, it gives us an option to use an already existing template, which I encourage you to have a play with in your own time. Okay, but I'm going to start this sequence from scratch. I'm just going to create a sequence, and it's going to tell me everything I need to do as I go through this sequence. Okay, so I'm going to kick it off with an automated email. That means an email is going to send automatically, and then I'm going to add the email content. Now, I can either take a demonstration email, or I can create an email. Either take a templated email that already exists. In this case, it's called demo template, or I can create a new email on the fly. Okay, so this is the templated email I'm going to use. As you can see here, I can also add an A/B test. This is extremely powerful because if I want to improve my writing, I do it right here in the sequence itself. Let's say I'm happy with that one for the minute. I'm not going to run an A/B test, so I'm going to add the next step. The next step in this case is going to be, I'm going to set myself a general task, and the task is going to be to look them up on LinkedIn. So I create that task for myself, and that task pops in here. As you can see, I can delay that task as well. So in this case, I send the email, and then the next day, and I can make that as many days as I want, HubSpot will remind me to create that task, and it'll pause the sequence until I've completed that task. It doesn't have to do it that way, but that's the way I've got it set up. Then I can add a new email, so I select automated email again. Now this time I've got the opportunity to either reply to the original email in the thread or create a new thread. Depends on the approach that you want to take. And if I do want to reply, it also asks me which email I want to reply to. So I'm going to keep these in the same thread, but this time I'm going to add a new email. And it's as simple as this. I'm going to create an email, I'm going to give it a name, I'm going to call it sample1, and I'm going to use a personalization token because it's always a good idea. Sequences, I'm going to use first name, comma, how are you doing? And I probably want something that's a little bit registration. I'm going to use the first name again and say, how's business at, let's use another personalization token underscore for company, this time underscore for company name. So it's automatically going to drop that business's company name in there. I'd love a meeting. Please book in here. Excuse me, I'm going to insert my meeting link and just pop that in there so that the customer's got the opportunity to book in on my meeting link. And as you can see now, the email editor has actually given me a template, a suggestion. If I click on that, it'll tell me there's no questions in this email. It'd be a good idea to add a question, so I might reflect on that, and maybe I want to add a question. So yeah, so I build that to whatever length I want to, and then I'm going to save that template in, and that email is going to get added. And again, I'm going to change the delay to 2 days in this case. So the whole sequence runs like, sends out the first email, waits 3 days, and then asks me to connect with them on LinkedIn. Then it waits another 2 days and sends out the third email, right? So I'm happy with that sequence. As you know, as I said, you can add any number of different tasks, and if you are connected to Sales Navigator, you can even add Navigator tasks as well, which is cool. I'm just going to save this off with a new name. I'm going to save that, and now that's going to be available to everyone in this case, and is going to be in the sequences list as we saw earlier. So now if I go back to my sales and my prospecting, let's show another way you can go to it. You can actually enroll any number of people into sequences at the same time. So I could enroll these two guys and these guys into the sequence just by highlighting them. You can highlight up to 50 at a time, okay? And then enroll in sequence. And let's pick the new sequence I just created. It's going to show me actually that I can't send it to those guys because that one bounced and that one's already in a different sequence. And then I can continue with these are the contacts that are going to be enrolled. Just give it a quick once over again, make sure I'm happy with it, and then just enroll the contacts. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So now I've got sequences running. I should be able to see those sequences in my prospecting database. So you can see here now, I go back to the prospecting page. I've got my tasks, I've got the sequences that are running. You can see them here. You can see my leads and everything else that you can see. So that's it, guys. That's sequences. That's the power of sequences. It's an incredible tool. You can use it really, really quickly. You can plan it. You can use the same over and over again. You can enroll up to 50 contacts at a time and send up to 500 sequences at a go. That's a sales, one-to-one sales email, not marketing email. So it's an email from you to your number one prospect multiplied by the automation. So let's say you put 3 emails into a sequence and you enroll 500 people with a couple of clicks. That's 1,500 prospecting emails that you've just sent out with a couple of clicks. Off the charts power, off the chain power. As always, if you're interested in finding out more, give us a shout and I'll be happy to talk you through it. Be well, I'll see you again soon.